Moth Mystic here with another video. This time we're going to talk about something that's really important when you have crystals, and that is charging and cleansing crystals. Now there's several methods to doing this that we're going to go over, but first we're going to talk about why we need to cleanse and charge our crystals. So crystals hold energy, and that gets depleted over time. So that needs to be basically refueled. So that's when you're charging crystals. They also absorb negative energy, especially something like a smoky quartz right here will absorb tons of negative energy. So you want to cleanse it pretty frequently. So they need to be cleared. Charging, clearing, purifying, it's all the same thing. And especially right after you buy a crystal, you don't know who's been holding that crystal and who's put what energy into it. So you really want to cleanse it and make it your own. So that's a really important thing to do. First, I'm going to talk about my least favorite method of cleansing, which is sunlight. With sunlight, there's a lot of stones that can fade in sunlight. So amethyst especially, all that beautiful purple, that will fade away. And so it's really not the best method, especially when there are other ones available. A very powerful method that we're going to talk about is moonlight. So putting it out in the moonlight outside on the ground or on the windowsill if it's raining. But that lunar energy is what's going to really charge your crystal and really cleanse it. The moon is a very powerful thing. Moonlight and moonbeams, and it's especially a full moon. The full moon is when you really want to do it. It can be any moonlight, but a full moon, you also have the opportunity to make moon water. Moon water is water that you set out into the moonlight, and it charges up that water. I'll probably make a video about it later on, so keep an eye out for that. But some people soak their crystals in moon water, but this also kind of can be a bad idea because something like selenite will dissolve in water. So you want to be really careful taking care of your crystals. You don't want them to dissolve, you don't want them to fade, you don't want anything bad to happen to them. Another great method is using incense. Incense or sage bundles to smudge the crystal, or Palo Santo also to smudge, which is my favorite. I love how Palo Santo smells. And it's super easy to get these things. You can get them online, you can go to a shop, fairs. A lot of people will sell this, especially, and it's not super expensive, so you can use lots of it. But just like smudging, it clears and purifies. It's kind of considered sacred herbs that absorb negative energy, and then you just throw the herbs away somewhere away from your house. The next one I wanted to talk about, but when you do, you just take the smudge and you take your stone and you kind of just put the smoke over the stone as best you can, and you can pick up the stone and use the smoke, or if you're using incense, then hold the stone over the incense smoke. So that's a really great method. Next, I have a Selenite Charging Pad. You can also get a bowl of selenite, but a charging pad is especially helpful because selenite is a natural charger. It charges, it magnifies energy, and it's a self-cleansing stone. You can actually charge it first if you want, and that will make it even more powerful. But really, you don't want to get it wet. So if you're gonna mess with moon water or sunlight or anything, just don't get selenite wet because it will dissolve. But you can also use things like fluorite in combination with selenite. So if I want to cleanse and charge this smoky, I can put it out for a day or two with fluorite that also absorbs negativity and is really a detox and healing stone. And I mean, you can put a couple. This is an amethyst, this is lepidite, And you can just let that sit out and it will charge and purify your stones. So it's next, another method that is sometimes used is like sea salt or regular salt in something like a bowl or a container. You fill it up with salt and you let it sit in there. You can mix in herbs, which is super helpful. But salt really purifies. It traps bad energy, negativity, and then you just dispose of it. But adding something like rosemary in, sage is another great one to add in, all of those, and it's just really super helpful. And you can do these in combination. You don't have to do just one. You can do all three. You can say, well, today I'm going to put my selenite in a bowl of salt on a charging pad with all these crystals, with the fluorite in the moonlight, and it's just going to superpower it. So, but like I said, if you buy a crystal, cleanse it. There are lots of different ways. You know, some of them are affordable. Buying sea salt, you can get that at the grocery store. Getting incense, a lot of places will have that. Even at the mall, you can probably find somewhere that sells incense. And especially Moonlight, because Moonlight is free, so you can't say no. So I hope you found this video helpful, and like I said, I really encourage you to use these methods to charge and purify your crystals so that they can work their best for you. If you have any questions or comments, leave a comment below. Please subscribe for more videos. I'm going to be talking more about different crystals and groups of crystals that might help with specific things. So be on the watch for that. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.